Meh. Okay, we seem to be live now. Nice. Oh, yeah, don't mind the playing track. I already listened to a little bit because I was testing out audio. I wanted to make sure that I had the thing right. But it does what it does. Anyway, just gonna wait a little bit for okay, Stream Elements is already running. I guess we'll just wait a little bit for Discord so people know. But hello everyone, we are there he is. We are back with some more Arknights reactions. It's been quite a while since we've done this. We've reacted to some stuff occasionally when streaming the game. Ooh, well, that one my eyes there. But yeah, we react to it a little bit on occasion, depending on whatever it is. So, like, we play an event and someone's like, "Oh, watch the thing." So, we've done some reactions, but this is the first time we've done a full-on actual update, not update, an actual reaction stream, like dedicated to reactions. It's been a little while anyway. Did you update Arknights? I actually haven't yet. I'll need to do that once I've finished the stream. I'll definitely need to make sure to do that before the Saturday, because, well, that'd be a bit awkward if I didn't have it updated before. So I'll have to make sure to update it on my phone and on the PC. But yeah, so we're just waiting a little bit for things to... yes, oh, I think we are now on the Discord, so nice. So just gonna wait a little bit for some people to come in, but that should be fine. But yeah, so oh no, that's not. Why is Discord not updating then? I don't know. It's always a thing. But yeah, so I need nearly 2 GB. Oof. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, I need to pop out the chat so that it's actually visible while I react. And then I think I'll put that to the side here. But yeah, so first time doing a reaction stream in quite a while, not gonna lie. And I think probably it shouldn't be a particularly long stream. I think I've got about an hour's worth of videos to watch, and that should probably translate to about 2 hours, given how much I rant on about things. Case in point. But I think what I'll do, for those of you who are watching this now, after the stream is done, I will have timestamps in the description ready for you. So if you're just here to watch a specific thing, you can just click on the time and it will take you there. But anyway, in the meantime, I think I'm waiting long enough, so I might as well just jump right into it. I've got a collection of EPs and PVs here that I don't recognize. Some of them I know for a fact I haven't watched. Some of them I might have, but might not have. I don't recognize the names of the songs for some of these ones. For example, I've got a couple of Il Siracusano EPs, and I do not remember listening to them, so I've got those in as well. So I'll do my usual thing. For things like music, I'll try not to speak too much as I'm listening to it, because, I need to, like, listen to it, especially if it's got lyrics. But I'll typically discuss bits of it afterwards, or I might talk in, it depends. PVs, I'll definitely talk in between and pause and stuff like that to see what's what. But for the music, I'll tend to try and jam on for a bit, mention some stuff as it's going on and things like that. I'll tend to try not on pause music too much, but we'll see how it goes anyway. But the first one is shit, I forgot you moved the stream. Hello. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I ended up doing it to 5 because I prefer to do it sooner. But yeah, so the first one, I'm honestly not sure if I have listened to this or not. I listened to it a little bit before stream started because I wanted to get the audio set up properly. CN stuff or EN stuff? A bit of both, actually. I think almost half of it is global that I haven't watched, and the other half are things from Casdell team, so CN stuff. But yeah, so some of it is still a thing. Anyway, are you planning on doing some world building reaction stream? Possibly in the future. I've already reacted to the Terra videos, so it would have to be some other things, but there's quite a lot of content I'm planning for Arknights. I've still got to do the my own streams, but still. Hello, Kat. How you doing? But yeah, so this is Thorns and You. I'm not sure if I've seen this one. It does seem similar, like the thumbnail is, but I just do not recognize the song. So I'm gonna go through this one first. But might as well start. Yeah. I have missed the noir theme. Like, you know, the noir, jazzy sort of vibe. I have missed it.
There's a threshold you cross when the book starts to turn. It's a rook cheating your presence of peace.
I like the having the lyrics spin on the record. Lappy. Vigil. Planning to roll today. I'll probably roll on the Saturday, which is when I'll be streaming the game. I'm loving the Live 2D art here. This Saturday? Yes, after I've done the SMP, don't worry, Kat. I love her voice. Also, I like Rhode Island. They've literally just made... I like to think they've made one of the dorms in this style just so that they can do this. God, I do really like the outfit she has on for this event. Her voice actually reminds me of another song, but I can't think of which one it is. Not an Arknights song, just like an actual jazz swing song. Ooh. Oh, and then of course disappearing with the petals. That was honestly a really nice song. Like I said, I have actually honestly been missing the noir sort of mafioso vibes that Il Cielo Cusano gave. It has been quite a It has been quite a. It hasn't actually been that long. I don't know why I said it's been a while, but I have kind of missed that vibe. It's something. It's kind of sort of like an aesthetic and thing that I quite enjoy in games and storytelling. But this song definitely encapsulates that. It does remind me a lot of that sort of vibe and feeling that you felt when playing the event. Because again, jazz in general, especially this kind of music, always gives that sort of, you know, like that film noir kind of vibe. I think it's something that people often link to it. So it's honestly it's really well done. I love her voice. But yeah, that was Thorns in You, and I still don't know if I've heard it before or not. It could be entirely that the song I'm thinking of is actually this song. But there is something about it. I've definitely seen something with the three of them in... I don't know. Hello, good son. How you doing? But anyway, yeah, so the next one is also a Sula Kusano one. It is Sentenced, which I definitely haven't seen. I don't recognize the thumbnail, so it must have been afterwards. And hello, Crazy. How you doing? Let's go straight into it. Ooh. Oh, I like that guitar.
Tried so hard to be the one who improves it.
Turn the volume up a bit. Yeah, I'm going for this one. It's quite quiet. Okay, that should be a bit better. Very different vibe from the last one.
How did my own code get so fragile and fluid? Isn't it obvious that my conscience has bruises?
Ooh, that's a strong line. Another one with a really great voice. The little ear wiggles. You see the crows circling in the background. Quite a haunting vocals, not gonna lie. I suppose partly because it's almost chorusy. But yeah, that was quite a 180 from the previous one. The previous one being all glitz and glamour, and this one is more like the dark reality. Especially, it's very fitting for a character who, in her position in such a corrupt environment, was very much like her against the world, almost, in a way. So, like, it's very fitting for that. But, like, oof, some very powerful lines as well. Like, Game of Foot Soldier, swinging sword of power. Oh, that's where it was. Yeah, Gavel's strike can end her life, and yet she finds her swinging it all the time. It's like, I mean, to be honest, that's probably my fault for constantly playing her, but still. But honestly, that was a really nice one, and really haunting as well. Like, it was quite there. It was quite a more slow melodic, or melancholic rather. The lyrics of the mirror were nice. Yeah, when it was. Yeah, the face in the mirror, barely know her. Yeah, but it was very much that. It's a honestly really well made song to sort of show that battle between what she wants to do and what she wants to be versus what she's kind of forced to be, because she has to play she has to play the system in a way just to try and get what she wanted. At least until recently, can't not entirely sure how well things played out in the end. I know they were sort of talking about things, so I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what happens after we left, but it's definitely a really good song for that. And I loved the very sort of, there wasn't much in the way of instrumental. You know, you got it was a bit more of it, and it got a bit more heavy towards the end, but like it was a very, not necessarily simple, but like there wasn't, you know, a lot there, but didn't need to be a lot there. It was honestly just a really well made. Story clearly not over. No, it definitely did feel like the first of I don't know if it's gonna be like 2 or 3. I know some of the other events seem to do it in threes. Of the character vocalist song, this is probably the third on my list. Yeah, I definitely need to tier these at some point, like see which ones are my favorite, because honestly half the time I listen to a new song, I'm like, oh yeah, this one's my favorite. But yeah, it is a really good song, especially for just seeing it, what it's like, just like giving that sort of feeling of having to play two sides in a way. But that takes us on to the last of the Sida Kusano EPs I haven't listened to, which is Go My Way, which it's another one I feel like I should have heard before, but I just don't. It's probably because I'm thinking of one of the other songs where Vigil is shown in it, but still. Let's see what this one's going to be like. Ooh. It's kind of got that sort of, I don't know, rock, blues. Yeah, very like blues rock.
Winding road by way of selfless means. Free hearts are never broken.
Oh god, this actually reminds me of the band. I can't think of the name though.
Keep your monsters, 'cause my banner's clean. True words have never been spoken. It's a curse.
Oh, there he is.
The life you lead. All the risk was worth the gamble. Like a wolf, I hunt down what we need. Crumbled walls and empty castles.
Oh, that's really good voice.
Been a long time on my own. Breaking family ties to build a home.
God, it sounds so familiar.
We ride comical, play the fool when kings are light. We ride for
I mean, it's definitely ticking all the boxes for a classic song of this genre, so it's probably more so that it just sounds like any of them, but something about it does remind me of another, like, band, like when this music was out.
Keep your dragons locked in a loaded. Been a long time on my own. Break your family ties to build a home. Yeah, we ride comical, play the fool and
Oh, that is.
we ride.
I do like it when they put the focus in on the characters as well for these songs.
We ride on the chance things will finally go my way. We ride for a new flag with no guarantee.
Oh no, that's it? Ah. Ah, god damn it. Oh, that was a really good one. I think there are a few bands with this kind of sound. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, it definitely ticks the boxes for a lot of the bands and vibes for this sort of genre, but it's just, there's something, I feel like there's specific bands, like back when this music was in, like, you know, when it was when it was like a popular style of music that was played on radio and all that, like, I can't remember the name of the band though. It just reminds me of one of them. I'll probably end up waking up tonight at like 4 a.m. in a cold sweat with the name, and you'll see me like raging about it on the Discord. But yeah, honestly, yeah, completely up my alley. I love this kind of rock. I especially love the more blues inspired rock, definitely. Kansas, Carrying My Wayward Son, maybe. Probably not. I think Carry On My Wayward Son is a bit too upbeat. Like, this had more blues vibes in it than the more upbeaty rock. There's that sort. Not. Oh, that's it. It's gonna annoy me for a little while. I think some of the slower Bruce Springsteen songs slightly feel like it, but I'm not entirely sure. Nickelback, look at this catch a drop. Oh God, please. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it does really have a lot of that sort of, yeah, that more blues vibe, country-esque rock. I was about to say rack. I just have to think of a roadside bar where rockers of their Harley stopped. Yeah. But honestly, yeah, I did really love that music. I love the guitar. I love the vocals. The vocals were really good. Very like that sort of old man gritty type singing. And it Screaming Cowboy. It honestly really does fit. It really does fit him in a way that I wouldn't have normally expected, because I don't know, it's weird. Like, I always saw the character in the event as being more of like the noir kind of main character in a way, or at the very least more important side to character. But then this gives him an almost cowboy vibe, and it actually suits more and more, and I think about it, because, well, yeah, especially towards the last parts of it, it's the pistol-shaped ones. That too, yeah. Oh yeah, they are very Revolver-like. I gotta give it to her there. But I suppose towards the end he did kind of become a bit of a cowboy in order to get to the bottom of it towards, like, just towards the end, until what's her face showed up. What was her name? The the Sirakusano lady. Okay, anyway. But yeah, so honestly pleasantly surprised with it. I mean, it's a great song and not one I would have normally picked out for being vigils, but it works a lot more than I was expected, so definitely props to that. The next one, though, is not an EP, it's the PV for Break the Ice, which unfortunately I missed. I didn't quite get there in time. I had a lot of work that week, so I kind of missed it. It's just a short one, it's just the animated PV, but because I think I saw the actual trailer for it, but Lady Cecilia, yes, there we go. But this is one I'm gonna have to go back and see it because they're always these quick ones are always gonna give me time to look for everything.
力なき手に今は精霊の重みがあります。アークナイツ復刻風雪一家心支度は済ませました。
Oh, he's really pretty in the animation. No! I clicked pause! There we go. God, these things are so quick, I always miss the pause button. But anyway, yeah, so... Okay, so these obviously younger versions of the characters, I don't recognize who that could be. The teen version of off the back of my head. But that one is gotta be Silver Ash, right? That's young Silver Ash, right? Gnosis? Okay. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that now. I can see Gnosis looking like that as a younger. And yeah, that's definitely Silver Ash. I can see the hair, the highlights on the hair. Which I can only assume then means he either never changed his hairstyle or that he's got naturally black highlights. Hope you get around to playing Break the Ice soon. It's a really good event. True. Is it actually is it available in Side Story or Intermeshi? Because I didn't actually check. I just assumed it was he's a snow leopard, so maybe the hair is like that normally. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, so let's see the other ones. There was train bits, yeah, that was a train. There we go. So so the Doctor. Hey, my boy. There's Courier down there. Oh wow, he looks so squishy in this animation. He looks so squishy in this animation. I love it. And Clifford, I think that was the name. Who is that one? When I first saw him, I almost thought of Ace, but then I saw like the hair, which looks almost dreadlocky. I don't quite know what that is there. Okay, I'm assuming they're called Sharp then. An EO, another EO. Oh, lead operator? Fellow lead operator. Oh, okay, nice. Sharp is a elite operator you can get in IS. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm guessing these are the character. Well, obviously, seeing as the Doctor's there, I'm assuming these are the characters you follow mainly throughout the plot. But oh god, it's so squishy. Why does Courier look so squishy in this? Maybe I'm just used to the Elite 2 skin, but he just looks so small. Oh, it's a little tooth. Okay, I'm glad I got onto this frame. The little tooth sticking out. These two. One is it something X? Paramex or something like that. I don't recognize the one with the dark hair. I vaguely recognize the one with the light hair though. Pramanix, okay. And Kiera? I'm assuming the J makes a Y sound, so Kieda or Yeda is the event operator. Oh, okay. The weight of the holy bell is now powerless and is now in my powerless hands. Okay. Okay, closer look at them. Well, I do like the animated style they're using for that they use for the PVs. I'm assuming it's the same. I'm assuming they're using the same group that do the actual anime itself, because I noticed quite a few similarities, especially for some of the later PVs. Hello, Mashu, how you doing? Oh, older Gnosis, older Silver Ash, and what I can only describe as being a cross between Silver Ash and Malkovich. I don't know why that was the first thing I thought, but he just looks like a mix of Silver Ash, Malkovich, and also a bit of McKee. That's Silver Ash's butler. Okay. Oh god, I see it. I am sorry to have inflicted that on everyone. But yeah, that's just what I got. So I'm assuming the hair color and patterns don't necessarily mean they're related. I'm assuming it's more of a racial similarity than a familial similarity. Because I mean, obviously, if you've got a family member, then they're not going to be your butler. So I'm guessing it's just that's what their um their racial characteristic must be for that particular animal type. That actually is family. Oh, okay. Yeah, more racial than familial, right? Yeah, because I did see that. Because sometimes I look at Clifford and I wonder, are they related? Are they not? I probably could check because I have Clifford, so I probably would be able to see if they're related or not. But they are. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, so maybe it is more family. I've noticed that this guy seems to have a lot of fire around him half the time. He does kind of give me the either grey or kind of villain vibe sometimes. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if that is the case, but every time I see any sort of work with him in it, he's always either facing or looking away from a big fire. Oh, you never played the Break the Ice event? No, I didn't get the time. I was busy with work that week when it happened, so I just ended up not really playing it. Especially didn't see the story. By the way, fun fact: when they did the cooperation with, I think they showed a documentary where. Oh right, yeah, I remember the trailer for it. They showed the animals and then the characters that were based on the animal, which was quite interesting. You'll understand why he's surrounded by fire eventually. I mean, I'm assuming either he's doing shit or his power just happens to be fire related. And then I love there's like one hand carrying. I mean, she's strong. I'm assuming she's strong, or we are just incredibly light. Probably a bit of both. I know people in Terror in general are pretty strong, but I would assume that would also make them a little bit heavier as well. So I always assumed that, yeah, they're stronger, but it would still be relatively even trying to pick people up in the same way it is for us. But I don't know, it depends. Ursus are definitely physically stronger. Oh yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, she's a bear. That does make sense as well. I So this is okay. So I'm assuming this is Aurora by what the chat is saying. Is she playable, or was she event NPC? Break the Ice is one of the best pacing in Arknights. She's playable. Okay, nice. And she's a 5-star defender. Okay, interesting. And then there's Silver Ash being emo, walking away with blood dripping, so something intense happens. Well, I mean, of course, it's an Arknights event. There's always going to be something intense happening. I have rid myself. Let's begin. And then there's this. I'm wondering what this is. I'm wondering if it's like a thing of worship or just some kind of relic. I'm not sure who that is there. Because I can only really see hair. Whoever this is, they've got long hair. Oh, it's paramedics. Okay. I don't think I've seen paramedics from behind, so I didn't quite realise just how much of her body her hair can cover. That is pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Big giant ball of fluff, yeah. So interesting. I definitely do need to... Apparently the game is in the side story area, or the intermezzi is one of the two, so... If that's the case, then I'll definitely play it at some time, because the story did definitely seem interesting. It's a real shame that I end up missing it. And it is a rerun, so I guess that does mean that it's in the game forever now, because they do event, rerun, and then it's in the game forever, right? If I remember correctly, unless it's a collab. The most I'll say about this event is that it turned me from a Silver Ash simp to a hater. Okay, interesting. So maybe that joke I was making about him being emo actually is probably something then. It's a must-read, very good writing. Okay, good. Hello, are you pulling for read alter later? I'm not entirely sure if I'll do it this stream, just because I do have to keep an eye on the time. But, well, actually, no, I won't be able to, because I don't think I've installed the update on the computer, unfortunately. So I'll pull for read live on the Saturday when I play Arknights in the evening. But anyway, so the next one is the Contingency Contracts that we had just passed, which, funnily enough, I'd never actually reacted to. I reacted to the music for it when we did the CC music reaction, and I think I reacted up to CC 10 when I was doing the trailer reactions. But so yeah, I haven't actually seen the actual trailer for it, which is funny enough. Have you heard there's going to be a new EN voice? Skadi is voiced by Christina V, which suits her a lot. Yes, I did. Someone mentioned it in the Discord, and I'm really excited for that. Not going to lie, I really like Christina V's voice acting. I'm used to her in things like Genshin and stuff, but still, yeah, it's. The voice for Skadi is insanely good. Oh, they already revealed it. Interesting. I might actually look up the voice towards the end if I have enough time. But anyway, yeah, so let's go on to this one. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's the Angry Birds. Got leaked. Oh, okay. I do love the Contingency Contract trailers. I love these animations that they do. And I love that kaleidoscope effect as well. I cannot listen to this without hearing Angry Birds. It is honestly... It's a really nice song, but it's like... It lines up perfectly in my mind whenever I listen to it. It's just... But yeah, not much to react to this one. It was just mostly animation, which was quite nice. I do like the CC style that they have, because it is very much a style that they do. It's only really these CC trailers that have that kind of animation, or you know, that sort of visual effects anyway. But it's definitely I honestly did like it. It was an easier one. It definitely was an easier one. I can attest to that because it's the only one that I've gotten a 18 in. I mean, okay, to be fair, I say that I've only ever played one CC before that. I played CC 10, so, you know, it's not exactly, it doesn't necessarily mean much. It means I didn't, it just means I only didn't do one of them, but, you know, it was easy enough for me to do, and I was able to get, I was able to get a 18 risk, so it was pretty good. I hate CC9, damn, I hate those eggs. I've only played the daily for CC9. I started with Ashring, and God, I hated that that damn artillery was so annoying. Like, I sort of got it to a T to a point, but then I just couldn't get the timing right. I just didn't have operators leveled up enough. So it just didn't really work in the way that it was supposed to, but but still, yeah, it was definitely the quickest that I've gotten to risk 18. But anyway, yeah, so the next one, though, this one's interesting. I haven't seen this at all until it popped up when I was looking for stuff to put onto this playlist. It's called The Crimson Dragon's Oath, and I have no idea what this is actually referring to. I might realize the moment I go in, but I might not, so be interesting to see what this one is. It's 5 minutes, so it's quite a big one.
This is a story of Victoria, a tale from the distant past. An era when spring remained, an age before stone castles. A time when a girl made friends with 2 crimson dragons. One of them was greedy, but the other was true and brave. Both swore for eternity to protect her beauty and grace. Everywhere they went,
this voice is familiar.
Would find and take the most beautiful flower growing in that place. Then one day came when the greedy one exclaimed, "Grant me a gift, should you call yourself my friend." With honey-eyed tongue it begged the girl to braid a wreath with the flowers she had gathered, and the girl gladly agreed. With deft hands she wove a beauteous...
Why does she kind of look like the
and placed it around
Lithanian caster from
the greedy red dragon.
What's it called?
Yet the dragon of courage said, "No boon for me, no gift
From the Kazimierz
do I need.
rerun.
Our journey is incomplete, and there's much for us to see."
Vivin?
And thus it departed.
Viviana? I think
and
so.
flew to the mountains beyond, where it created
No's wife, yes.
a kingdom to call its own.
Oh, Tara,
The
isn't that
flowers
the
that thrive here grow in
island
no other land.
themed one?
The domain was deemed perfect to adorn the girl's fine hand. The wind told the greedy one of its kin's great findings. Speedily it flew towards Tara with the girl
Tara and
upon
Tara are
its
different. Oh, I'm
wings.
well aware, but I think
And the
someone
greedy
said before
drake
that Tara
awed,
was like Ireland.
dazzled by the native bloom. Resplendent shall be our crown when we take that flower from you. The good drake was speechless as greed pressed the demand. There was nothing left of spring but the blossom of its own land. Long battled the dragons, a feud of naught but woe, but greed emerged triumphant. The flower was then bestowed. Though the blossom suffered wounds and several petals were shed, it became the brightest jewel upon the greedy dragon's head. The girl secretly wept, watching her friends fight and bleed. Then a lion snuck to her,
Oh, the
giving
Aslans.
whispers that soothed her grief. And the lion told the girl that it had a very large pride, who would swear to protect her and vow to stay by her side. So the girl forgot her sorrows and played with newfound friends, and no longer yearned for the drake who dwelt in distant lands.
Okay, I might vaguely know what they're talking
war
about.
barely ended when the
There it
lion
is.
pushed its claim. It seized the girl and roared, "Put the crown upon my mane." The good drake had not healed, but valiantly it challenged the threat. Not for the crown it fought and killed, but the oaths it swore to kept. But the pride was ready for war and spilled the dragon's blood. It drenched the fertile earth and turned it to barren mud.
Yeah,
The
this is
people
definitely from the
grew
perspective of the
cold
dragon.
and starved now that winter has arrived. They remain cowed and silent, though a question lingered in mind. Is it gone, our crimson dragon who lives beyond the peaks? Is it gone, O virtue's guardian, the one with no greed? Are you listening, Lakshini?
Oh, that was a very Irish
And
themed
will
name.
you answer that question for us?
Oh, this is a lot more sinister now. Okay, so I do not know much about Victoria's history, but what I do know about it, or what I think, if I remember correctly, is Dracos used to rule Victoria, but then there was a conflict and then Aslan became the leaders. It was either that or it was the other way around. I can't quite remember, but I vaguely remember it being originally led by a family of one race, and then they were usurped by a family of a different race. They shared rule for a while. Okay. So I'm assuming the story was... so I'm assuming it was a Genesis story, so talking about how Victoria came to be, or how the areas came to be. And so I'm assuming it started with that, so I'm assuming it was talking about that side of it, and then I'm assuming that conflict between the lions and dragons was referencing that that fight between families, perhaps. And so I'm assuming because it was from the dragon's perspective, I'm kind of assuming they want things to go back to it being led by the Draco side of the family again, I'm guessing. I'm assuming that's what my interpretation is anyway. So it's showing the history, it's referring to it through mythological beings, but in reality it was a different family, or the two families, or the two sides, or whatever they were that were leading Victoria, and whichever one won. And then I'm assuming it's, but we want Dragon to be back. So I'm not entirely sure how that relates to Reed, though, why they're telling her this. I mean, she looks like a Draco herself, so maybe they want to put her on the throne, or maybe that's kind of the idea that they're having. Maybe they want to usurp again, for example, or they want... Dracos are almost extinct. Oh, okay, so maybe not so much that then. Also, notice the blue flames. Yeah, I've never actually seen flaming tails before with Dracos. But I don't know. But yeah, so that's generally my theme. That's what I assume is the case then. So they were talking about they're probably wanting them to take up position, maybe. I don't know. That's just my assumptions anyway. I definitely need to catch up with Chapter 9 now. What I will say, though, is the next two videos are the PVs for what the Firelight casts, which I'm assuming is this event. So I know there's probably going to be some spoilers in it, but my assumption is, seeing as I haven't played any of the Victoria storyline, I'm probably not going to know if something's a spoiler or not. So, if possible, guys, don't point out if something is a spoiler, basically, because I'm most likely not going to understand if something's a spoiler or not. I'm just going to see something on the screen and just be like, oh, okay, that's a thing. So, as long as no one mentions it's a spoiler, I won't know if it's a spoiler or not. So that's just the warning. But that's pretty much what it is. I mean...
目を背けても影に徹していても逃れられはしないからアークナイツ新イベントこの炎が照らす先これが私の火なの
Jesus Christ, that's quick. Okay. Okay, that was fucking quick. So anyway, yeah, they're spying on someone. I'm guessing doing some recon. That is very much a very military style scope. It's a single one, so I'm assuming it's a telescope and not a binoculars. Interesting. That's Chen and Bagpipe. Is that Reed? The horns look similar, but I don't quite know. And then a bunch of randos. But yeah, is that Chen? Is that Chen in Victorian attire? It's almost officer-like, actually. Like very old-fashioned, fancy officer-like. Interesting. Also, I just realized I'm going to be asking questions. Assume any question I have is hypothetical. Spot the main characters, yes. Coloured hair versus random people whose faces can't even be seen. Alright, these look interesting. Definitely nothing I've seen at all anywhere. At first I thought it might have been the, those strange, like, worshippers from Casdale, but it's most definitely not. I don't recognize the purple at all. I'm assuming something different then. Bagpipe was shown in... If by BP you mean Bagpipe, then yeah, she was shown in Chapter 8. I had already voiced her a little bit. You may have seen him in the CC. Oh, okay, that might be why they seem somewhat familiar. Chendrip is a spoiler. Okay. I'm not sure why, it just seems like an outfit. I'm assuming because she's in Victoria. Okay, who is this twink, by the way? There's something quite sinister about the way he just sort of side-eyes him, and I love that this guy is everywhere. It's... The fancy large guy is just... He's in everything. He's in everything. And I like that he's actually got an animated side to him as well. Like, you know, this guy is pretty much canon. He's just a nobleman that goes to every country. He's in all the events. But yeah, this person's... I don't know if they're side-eyeing each other, or if she's side-eyeing something off-camera and he's side-eyeing them. But... He looks very dapper, not gonna lie. I kind of like... I'm assuming it's a he, but... definitely looks very, very interesting, not gonna lie. Side-eye battle. That is Puzzle, the free op. Oh, okay, interesting. Someone did mention Koidao voices Puzzle, right? Who plays Albedo in Genshin, which is quite interesting. Yep, yes. Oh, okay. Nice. He's a really good voice actor as well, so definitely looking forward to that one. It's funny when you see. I mean, obviously, voice actors. Yeah, there's only so many of them, so you see them in a lot of stuff. But it's always interesting when it's like, oh yes, them. It's that person. Another one. Okay, so more of. I'll get to see more of the outfit. That is a really nice looking outfit. Not gonna lie. I hope that's an available outfit. I hope you can actually get that outfit. Okay, something's glowing there. I'm not sure if there's always glowing or if that's something special. Oh, you're kidding me. It's not going to be an outfit option? Come on. Please. Yeah, but I mean, it's an event. There's always an outfit for an event. I mean, we had an outfit for Lapland. Okay. Also, it makes sense that Chen and Bagpipe are together. It seems like they're going to be together quite a bit for this event, which makes sense because they were. What were they? They were classmates, bunkmates, something like that, when she was studying in Victoria. So it makes sense that they'll do stuff together. I don't know how Reed fits into this. I don't know if she was also with them throughout that time or not. It'd be interesting to see. Because before that, I've only known that those two were classmates. But I don't know I've never seen much of her, at least not story-wise yet, so I have no idea what her relation to them is. This event will be saved in the Intermezzi tab. Oh, nice! Still sad that HG avoided making Bagpipe English dub yet again, despite the relevancy. It's possible they might be unsure about how they want to go about it. Because to be fair, there's a lot of people wanting something very specific for Bagpipe, and they might be overly cautious about who they want to hire for the voice, out of fear that it might not be done properly. So, because yeah, it's easy enough to say we want a Scottish accent or we want a heavy Scottish accent or something like that, but then you still need to make sure that you get it right. So you want to make sure you get the right voice actress for it. You want to make sure you get the right accent for it. If they're not a Scottish voice actress, for example, then they need to make sure to do it well. Like, stuff like that, basically. Because I know they didn't originally. I know, for example, Salish has quite an American voice. Because at the time, they didn't really do much in the way of accents for the English. So it's probably a similar sort of case of that. You might have to just wait a bit until they get someone to do it, because Hypergriff definitely seem like the sort that are a lot more cautious when it comes to that. Yeah, it's just running. Don't know if they're fighting or not. That one kind of got me a bit, because it... Okay. Is this person with whatever these purple flamed guys are? Is this the new... What was that useless archer woman in Near Light called? Is this going to be that version of the character? Is this going to be the Victorian archer woman? Oh, that was that glowing thing again. But that doesn't look like Reed, unless maybe it is. I don't know. This I found quite interesting. I'm assuming that's a ship. I'm going to assume it's a land ship. I'm assuming those are cannons. If so, triple barrel. That's quite powerful. Platinum. That was... Yes, Platinum was one I was thinking of, because is that basically their version of Platinum? You know, there's some person that's just around. But yeah, like, I'm assuming that's probably some sort of land battleship. Notice the colour of her tail. Yeah, purple. So we've got red, we've got blue, now we've got purple. So, anyway, yeah, I know my mind immediately went to Battleship. You know, that is the most immediate thing that I see. I just... I'm interested about that, because I know Victoria and Iberia fought each other, like, navally, but I'm not sure if it was with land battleships or with, what was it called? Sea battleships, because I know Iberia is a sea nation as well, so I don't know if that means, I don't know if that means Victoria also has seafaring ships, or if it's just a land battleship. Don't worry, I know I saw people alert the spoilers. I think the message has already gone up the chat already, so I haven't seen it. So don't worry, guys. Land battleship. Okay. I also know there's an airship. I vaguely remember seeing an airship in Victoria. I don't know what that's about. I think that was for the chapter 12. I think Inez jumped out of it or something like that. So I have no idea what's up with that, but it's very fitting, of course, that the Britain-inspired one would have an airship. Okay, then there's this. Ooh. Wow. The flames are going around everywhere. Okay. Oh, okay, so that's Reed. When I first saw it, it was very quick. So I didn't actually see it. I just saw the hand in the blue and black, so I thought it was Amir at first. But no, it's not. It's because it was going so quickly, I didn't get a chance to see the yellows. And yeah, there it is, yeah. It's interesting how much information you can glean from a 15-second video, but somehow we managed to do it. Blue and black just means roads. Yeah, I know. It's just because the video went by so quickly, I couldn't see what the blue and black was, so I thought it was the rings on her hand, but it wasn't. It was just my mind playing tricks on me because of how quickly the frame went. But anyway, yeah, so the next one is actually the trailer, so I'm assuming this is with, you know, all like the people and all that. Are you scared of my fire? But okay. I'm gonna get really confused with the Tara versus Terra bit. There is a lot of circular iconography in this as well. Ooh. Very angsty there. Okay, so that one gets a trim. The operators. Okay, here we go. So puzzle. Oh, he looks awesome. Oh, he looks really dapper. I'm not gonna lie. Did I say Harmony or Hermione? There it is, Reed. I'm interested about the grass. Is that going to be like, you know, they can't see you on it or something? Damn. Always the pretty boys with you. Yes, of course it's always the pretty boys. Okay, interesting. So, Christmas stuff. Okay, so this was released during Christmas, I'm guessing, then. Police Officer Chen? Or is that someone else? Oh, new Annihilation. I still need to completely finish Annihilation. Saria, okay. Ooh, modules. Oh, I like this music. And it's very different from the normal just shop music that they play at the end of trailers. It reminds me of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it does. It very much is that sort of... Yeah, I was thinking like either Lord of the Rings or Narnia or something along those lines. Interesting. Okay, now we're going back to the OSTs for a little while. This is Morning Dew, which I think was... I have no idea how to pronounce this, so I'm just going to call it Muesli. Muesli. I'm calling it Muesli. Ooh.
Don't let them say that your peace is a waste of time. Don't let them
Moo Moo, okay.
crush all your dreams.
Early 2010 vibes, yeah.
Change their minds.
It's very much like that sort of soft pop.
All this room was built for one share only. I'm not empty, I'm just lonely. Tied to the ghost of you. I can be gentle too. Oh, just
Oh god, what does Moo Moo mean in German?
slurring words, speaking cursive. It's just a passing phase.
Oh, this is a really nice song.
As you fade. Oh, letting me go.
Hope you get to The Cure. I think that's the next one. No, it's the one after the next one.
Letting me go makes the world spin faster. No one like me doesn't mean you won't like me.
God, this is very much 2010s.
I'll let you go. It's a pattern on repeat. Don't let utopia haunt you. There's more to save. Don't stop the search for the perfect.
I assume the next one is Dormant Craving? Yes.
Don't let them sail off in anger. Just smile away.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Now the ship takes off, now I'm the captain. Gentle breeze, I'll make it happen. I'm gonna lock the doors. No one allowed on board. Oh, I won't choose, I'm not ungrateful. Make
You haven't read any Rhine Lab stuff yet, correct? Not yet, no. I think Rhine Lab manga got translated, didn't it? So I'll probably read it soon.
you fade. Oh, letting me go isn't the only answer. Oh, letting me go makes the world spin faster. No one like me doesn't mean you won't like me. I'll let you go. It's a pattern on repeat.
Oh, that was a really nice song. Slightly depressing lyrics, but really nice song. And yeah, that was very much a classic sort of 2010s sort of vibe to it. In fact, almost so that I'm somewhat worried I'm going to get copyright strike because I'm fairly certain I recognize that woman's voice and I'm fairly certain I recognize her voice from the radio, so Either that or it very much is just like someone I'm thinking of, so it could just be that. But yeah, that was classic, and just another one where it's like, yeah, it's nice, melodic. There's not a lot of instrumentation being done in it, and just yeah, really, really nice voice. It's fine. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's probably just that it sounds like a singer. Then sounds like a singer. Obviously, there's a singer, but I mean, as in, it sounds like a singer I've heard before. That's probably why then. But interesting. It definitely gives me quite like, oddly enough, this and her in general almost give me like cottagecore vibes, funnily enough. I don't know what she's like as a character, but also someone did ask if I had read Dorothy's Vision. Unfortunately not. I did play some of the stages, but I hadn't gotten around to reading it, and then event ended because it was one of those where I just had a lot of work at the time. That's a common theme for me. There's a lot of times where I just have a lot of work and I just do not open up the game, which is a shame. Niniguri is the vocalist, and obviously the composer is Adam Goatman. Adam Goatman. Is that the one that does the Disney-esque stuff? Or is that a different one? I think that person starts with the same. Goatman, yeah. That is him. Okay, right, yeah. He composed a lot of Arknight stuff. Yeah, I've listened to pretty much all of them now. But and yeah, it is very much classic Disney songs. Although this one definitely felt more, if I were to give it a Disney-esque, which it isn't really, but if it were, I'd say it's more on the modern side. But this is quite a bit different from the normal Disney stuff that people immediately tell me that this is the person who's done it. But he actually did he actually did compose for Disney, didn't he? Or is that just something that someone said? Honestly, at this point, saying he does Disney stuff is putting him down by now, considering how varied and good his stuff is. Yeah, true. I think it's probably more so the fact that a lot of us sort of miss the older fashioned Disney songs where it was more like, opera-y compared to the more pop-like that it is now. So when people say, oh, this person's a Disney person, and then you hear like all of these songs where it just reminds you of like the older stuff, it's the sort of thing where it's said specifically just to get that sort of hype up, I suppose. But when it was good, honestly, yeah, I know some people disagree with me on that. There are some good Disney stuff these days, but yeah, I'd say the older ones were better. I believe he composed all three of Lone Trail's EPs. Oh, interesting. Not the mainline stuff. Right, okay. Anyway, this one is Dormant Craving. I do not know how to pronounce her name. I'm assuming it's almost like Aztec. It kind of has the same sort of vibe.
Progress only shows at the scars. Decorates me with permanent marks. Color me and turn
Snake.
me to art. I'm one with the art.
Oh, she looks very squishy here.
I take 100 lifetimes, but I've come to terms with a high price. I carry on until I find how to keep history from rhyming. I hit 'em with my soliloquies that are sending out our infantries. This could be the part of this trilogy where I pass.
I like the drum in the background.
Maybe I won't see the light of another sunrise. Hey, there's no need to cry.
She is a Quetzal, something like that. Flying surf. Alright, yeah, because I know there's a god called like Quetzal or something like that. That was a terrible pronunciation, I'm sorry.
Masses speaking their mind with passion.
Quetzalcoatl, oh yeah, something like that, yeah, sorry.
Sends a message
Bad
louder
English.
than violence. Follow me, let's repair the damage instead of staying silent.
This is kind of like a dopey sort of vibe to it. Just love how the lyrics fit all the characters so well. They really do. They do a really good job at writing lyrics. Ooh, things are powering up. Eurobeats mixed with vocal personality. Also, it's kind of weird because it's like, it's not quite synthwave, but there's enough of it there. Like it's not full-on synthwave, but it has the same beats to it. Adam Goodman is also involved in Reverse 1999 soundtrack, which is in... Oh, I've heard of Reverse 1999. Apparently it's getting a global release. I definitely need to look into that. But also that song was really nice. And yeah, another one where it's like somewhat depressing lyrics, not gonna lie, but very upbeat song, which was much like the previous one. I suppose that's not too far off, because from what I know of Ryan Labs, isn't it like that kind of thing where it's shown off as being like a super fancy research institutional lab, but inside, underneath, it's a hot mess? Like, isn't it one of those kinds of stories in that regard? Like it's a lot prettier on the surface, and then you look in, and then you look at it, it's like, oh no, oh, they're fucked. It's like one of those sorts of things. One word, Umbrella Corp. Oh, okay. Depressing lyrics and Arknights. How'd you come to this conclusion? Okay, look. There are some happy songs. Some, maybe. It's terror, nothing prim and proper. Yeah, true. Doesn't work for Ryan Lab, by the way. Oh, does she not? Ah, for some reason I thought she did. I don't know. I don't know why. I think just because when I saw the Lone Trail trailer, it just looked like they were doing stuff. But also, hang on. Isn't Rhine Lab also where... Oh no, I've got a name. How can I forget her name? We're literally playing with her in Chapter 8. What's her name? Fuck. Oh no. Oh no, why is this... How am I forgetting the name? Oh no. Rosmontis, yes. Didn't Rosmontis come from Rhine Lab? As in, wasn't Rhine Lab the one that did the experiments on her? Or am I thinking of something else? Not Rhine? Oh, okay. Or not directly, right. Okay, I thought she was in some research institute. I thought it was Rhine Lab, but that might have just been... She is from Colombia, though. Yeah. Water tank, right, okay. Yeah, okay, so people are saying not directly, so I'm assuming they were somewhat involved, but like it wasn't their facility or something like that. I don't know. Colombia is a place, that's for sure. They mentioned the institute's name in Chapter 8. Yeah, that's how I know she... I remember it being mentioned, but I couldn't remember the name, so that's why I was wondering. But anyway, yeah, speaking of Rhinelab, though, there is still one more. There is the Cure. So that's Silence Paradigmatic? I do not know that word somehow. Paradigmatic? Paradigmatic? Oh, okay. So I think I've got Silence already. I still need to build her up a bit, though. Oh, it's an altar. Okay, interesting. Oh, I like that water effect.
Waiting by the window to revel in the lost light of day.
Ooh, I really like the outfit.
Empty halls are here to guide
Wow, she looks really different from the normal version.
to find the cure I sought long after the setting sun.
Altars and Arknights. Original op name, the strange word, yes. Silence with contact lenses. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, didn't she normally have glasses on? Nettie Kill removes the glasses, yes. Another one of those sort of slow, almost dopey kind of vibe. Free, yeah, it's been mentioned. Then I'm surprised to see an altar that's free. Has that happened before?
Dedicated to the sweet search, trials that keep me hidden away, medicinally minded, I'll keep your aches at bay. Silence, soothe your hurt in anesthetic sacrifice. I try to keep you alive.
Well, I like that where it just pauses all music for a moment. She's the first 6-star free altar. Really? Interesting. And she's a Liberi, right? Burb? Ow. Okay. That was quite interesting. So another one, there's, yeah, quite slow, quite melodic, quite dopey, somewhat depressing lyrics, but more upbeat in that regard. I also just want to clarify, when I say dopey in terms of a vibe, it's just because I can't quite think of the right word. But like, imagine all those scenes in movies and that where someone is high off their face. Like, you know, something that slows you down. So like one of those kinds of highs. And there's always that sort of like slow kind of music with that sort of soft and slow lyrics playing. That's kind of what I mean. Like that sort of music that you normally see in those kind of scenes. That's what I mean by dopey, as in, you know, doped. It's just because I can't quite think of the actual word for it. There is a term for that kind of sound, that kind of music, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, look at the top left corner. Yee! Ow! It's definitely an interesting vibe. It is, a lot of it is very melancholic, very sort of like, you know, upbeat but depressing for Rhinelab. It's just, are they okay? Are they okay? It's interesting that the three Rhine Lab songs focus on the past, the present, and the future. Yeah, that is true. Nobody at Rhine Lab is okay. Fair. Lone Trail is a ginormous lore bomb. Yeah, I know there's quite a bit space-related stuff as well, which I'm really looking forward to seeing what that's going to be like. Because, oh. But anyway, yeah, so... Unfortunately now we're going to be moving away from Lone Trail because we're now going to go on to Hortus de Escapismo. Yes, Escapismo, yes. Hortus de Escapismo, yeah. So we're going to go onto the PV for it first, and then there's the EP and 2 OSTs for it. But yeah, make sure to read everything I mentioned before. Yeah, I definitely will be. I'll definitely be going through it. Time for Angel with a Shotgun. Oh, don't put that song in my head. Garden of Escapism. Okay. Oh, there. Oh yeah, this is now in Kazdel, so I have no English to make sense. What is it? Halos. Gun. The American religion. Anyway. And it's almost cross-shaped. The metals were almost in a cross shape. This is Laterano, yes. So very Vatican. Oh, hello.
皆さん少し冷静になっていただけませんか。
サンクタの銃についてどれくらい知ってる？
Oh,
絶
hello.
対に理解できないだろうけど、説明してあげてもいいよ。
Oh, everything's burning. Why is everything burning? Ida from My Hero Academia. It did kind of look like him. No, I wish he didn't say that. Oh, there he is. Reaper. Oh, not gonna lie, I thought that was, when I first saw the image, I assumed it was Executor or whatever his name is, whichever one. So that's someone else then, Reaper. Interesting. Oh, it is? Wait, you're telling me that we have an altar that isn't name the something, that is literally just changing the entire... Or was that the thing? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Executor the... Okay, there it is. Name the and something. It was just hidden behind the character. Interesting. The X something. The X for dirty? Something like that. So, okay, so yeah, Reaper Guard. Okay. Also, a very interesting, almost Deus Ex Machina vibe from this. Okay, I will just let it play out the rest first before going back. So they're not doing the shop theme for the end trailer music anymore. They're using different songs each time now. Ooh, that looks nice. Isn't that one of the IS characters? This is the lobby theme. Oh, Fartooth. That's Fartooth? Really? Oh yeah, Fartooth is the one with the grey hair, not Shellin from Ice 2. Yes, I think I've got him now. Okay, well. Oh, they're doing that again. Oh, does that mean I finally get to play it? The one that everyone keeps saying was destroying them. I'm not sure why I'm excited about that, but... Interesting. Okay, so going all the way back... Obviously, you got the Lateran, or... You are a masochist, true. Arknights has kind of turned me into one when it comes to storytelling, not gonna lie. So we've got the halos. Very spiked. Not sure if that's supposed to have like a thorn reference, if you get what I mean, or if that's just spiked because it's something. But then, of course, you got guns. That almost looks like an actual shotgun. Is that like the Bolelli or whatever it's called? The Italian shotgun maker? I don't know. But then, yeah, I like how... I don't know if... Crown of Thorns, yeah. I don't know if this is deliberate or not, but it's somewhat funny that it does seem like it's been made to look like a cross, almost. I don't know if that's probably just me linking things that shouldn't link, but it does kind of give that vibe, and it does almost look a little bit like that as well. Presumably it would be Executor's gun. Okay. Anyway, speaking of the characters, though, yes, yeah, I kind of see Ida now, and it does annoy me a little bit that I can see Ida. I hate the fact that someone had to mention that. But I'm also just thinking, what is he? I don't see it. Oh, is that Halo? If that's a Halo, it's very light. Oh, I think I might see a Halo. It is really difficult to see that halo. It is almost like color blindness level of testing. Like, it's just... There's wings too. Those are wings? Those squares? That's probably got to be the straightest looking wings I've ever seen on a Sancta. Interesting. But yeah, at first I didn't see any of that because of the white background. I thought it was just a regular guy. I'm like, okay, there's very few characters in Arknights that just look like regular humans. But no, okay, yeah, I see the wings and I vaguely see the yellow-white halo. It's the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, now I see it. Yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, it's easier there. What? And there's this. Why is Laterano burning? Why is Laterano burning? It doesn't seem like the sort of place that should be burning, but okay. No, that is a different shotgun. The shotgun in the statue had a pump action load. This looks almost like a lever action. Skipping over meme one, did I? There it is. Okay, so another Sancta, red halo. Is there anyone else that has a red halo? Also, is that the wings there in the background? It's another one that's very... But yeah, is there a red halo? I don't know if I've seen one or not, but there's something similar about it. Or maybe I'm thinking of like a peachish color that I've seen before. But yeah, so burning something. It's more peach pink. Yeah, that's fair. It's not really red, but like it's still, it's... I think there's a character in Arknights already that has that color, but I can't remember. And then of course there's that. What was the black? I vaguely... Ambriel was red. Okay, there we go. Thank you for that. What was the black mean? It was something specific, wasn't it? I keep wanting to say those who kill an angel, but that's the horns, isn't it? That's not the Fallen Sancta is the... Okay, Fallen Sancta is black, right. Amber is blue, but her hair is pink. Oh, right, okay. I mean, Executor name does kind of give away what it does. True, yeah. Point a gun at another Sancta. Blimey, is that really all it takes? Wow. Well, Steam is a special case. We don't know much yet. Oh, okay. So the I think we've had this conversation before. I think that's the second time now I've wondered if the horns was from killing a Sancta, and then someone says no, Steam is a special case. Okay. Ambriel's is greenish blue, and her hair is pink. I could have sworn there was one with a pinkish halo already. I know Adnakiel has a tilted halo, but I think that one's still yellowish. I don't know. Honestly, it's just about breaking the law, not necessarily killing other things. So, oh, okay. It's more... Yeah. And then this time, yeah, you see like the Reaper. It's a Reaper guard, so of course Reaper iconography. Guiding Light explains how Mostima got her black halo, but not the horns. Okay, interesting. But speaking of Executor, his song's going to be next, which is the what's it called? Executor the X Fordere? 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 The X Fedora. That's what I'm going to call it. Executor the X Fedora. And yes, Stained is the song. Oh, I do like this so far. Angelic vocal in the background. With somewhat electronic music, almost Deus Ex Machina-esque. Oh, he looks really awesome in this outfit. Okay, that's a really pretty voice. He composed The Cure. Oh, okay, interesting. Basically, Ex Fedora means someone bound by a covenant. Oh, yeah, covenant. Okay, interesting. Oh, I love that when the voice glitches out. Like, we are... Oh. Yeah. So Fallen Sancta are cut off from that sort of empathy thing that they all have, isn't it? Fallen Sancta are cut off from the empathy, yes. Okay. But does he still work for Laterano though, despite being cut off? Also, I hear loading in the background. I hear single bullet loading. Or at least, yeah, the beat almost sounded like pushing a shell into the, oh, I've forgotten what it's called now. Yes, the percussion with gun sounds. That is cool. Very fitting for this. Chambering, yes, thank you. Yeah, you can hear slightly the... No! Ah. Okay. I like how the statue in the back also had for his neutral special, he wields... Hmm? Oh yeah. You missed the gun cocking drop, I think. Ooh. Wasn't that the point where I asked if it was a gun being chambered, a shell being chambered? It was somewhere around here, I think.
When we fall, schemer in the shadow.
So it was around here. I really love the voice. Right, yeah, okay, yeah. Very subtle there, wasn't particularly loud. Oh yeah, and this is the point. Yeah, okay, yeah, and the actual gun sounds, what seems like, I don't know if it's cleaning or chambering, it's something there, it's something with the internal mechanism of the gun that you hear the clicking. But that's the point where it started to get louder, that's when I noticed it. So I just missed it. Okay, interesting. But very fitting. Like, of course, the gun, of course, the song about the gun-wielding angels would have something related to, like, weapons. And it definitely does sound like a shotgun. It sounds like the inner mechanisms of a shotgun. I think pump action. It sounds like one where you pull the pump down to keep the chamber open to load the shells in. Is it from the bottom of the gun that you there's like a little flap that you push it into? Unless I'm confusing multiple shotguns now, I'm probably confusing multiple of them, but it has that same sort of sound where you run it through and it clicks and then you push the next one in. Pump action, yeah, it's a thing for pump actions, I'm fairly certain, but it's where you pull the pump back and then you load it in, and then I don't know if you need to pull the pump back anymore, but I think you might have had to in the past, but there was something where, you know, you'll put it in and then you'll pump the gun to chamber the first shell or something like that, but... pump action shotguns are loaded from the base of the barrel. Any Americans here to clear things up. Yeah, there's just one I think of. There's one where you load it in underneath, not too far from where the trigger is, but I can't remember what type of shotgun that is, but it's like, it is sort of like slid, it's like pushed in with your thumb. But it does sound like a pump, yeah. You can load it from the side. Oh, I might be thinking of that as well, to be honest. Oh, maybe it's that. Maybe that's from the side. It's just how they turn it. Bear in mind, my gun knowledge is mostly from video games, so I'm trying to picture animations more so than actual how they're operated. But yeah, it did sound like the internal mechanisms of a pump action more so than anything. I suppose it could technically be a lever action, considering this is what he's holding in this. But then, to be frank, I don't know if they would really go that far into detail as to what kind of gun they would use for the sound. I think they'll just use shotgun and then take whatever one they have. What's the gun that's used in Terminator where Arnold loads it with one hand? That's a lever action, I believe, because he does the full turn. Like he turns the shotgun in his hand and it pulls the lever up and down from the force of the spin. I think that's a lever action. If I'm remembering the scene right, I vaguely remember him spinning the shotgun to load it. Or so that, to load the next shell. So I think that was a lever action. Winchester 1887. Isn't that a I thought that was a lever action rifle though. It was a custom 1887. Oh, okay, so that is the shotgun, right? But yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it was a lever action shotgun, but it was, what did it have? It had like a sawn off barrel, but it's something like that. Most pump action shotguns and shotguns have that, and those that have an internal magazine tube are loaded from the bottom. Right, that's the thing I was thinking of. I think I was thinking of the one where you load multiple shells in, and I think that was normally from the bottom. But you are also able to open up the chamber and pop one shell in there. Right, yeah. Thank you, Firefran. That was basically what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the one where you load in multiple shells. Because it did have that same... It felt like the clicking sound you hear when they push it in. But then again, like, this is all based on video game knowledge and they could use any sound for those sounds, so it might not necessarily be accurate what I think of. But anyway, I need to wrap up time because we're getting close. But anyway, so now it's just the two of the battle theme and the boss battle theme. Where are we at? Nearly 2 hours, okay. Also, I wonder who this character is. I don't recognize him. So I'm assuming maybe we fight this person? Also, I do like the mix of religious gothic with that sort of electronic synth. I can't remember what... There's a game or a film that it's making me think of, and I can't think what it is. I want to say Deus Ex Machina, but I can't remember if there's religious vibes in Deus Ex Machina. There is something that's like cyberpunk or, futuristic, but with religious themes in its music, and I just can't remember what it is. Oh, and then it pulls back for a more normal sort of piano. Also, it looks like she's holding a sniper rifle, perhaps a 50, given the small magazine. Oh, there it goes straight back into... So she's definitely more of a sniper character from what I look at. And I'm assuming it's an actual gun sniper and not a bow sniper. I think the main reason why I'm thinking it's a 50 is because of that thumb part there, like the hole there for it. Oh, that's it. Oh yeah, of course it's a looping track. Of course it'll be short. Can't wait for you to meet her. I'm really curious to what she is. She looks very intimidating, very menacing. Part of me wonders if we're actually going to be fighting her. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of those. Okay, but then there's this. Isn't this the same song as the EP? She has an L98 or some other... Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, that's a British sniper rifle. Ooh, liking the chorus in the background. Hydrate. Oh, thank you, Raphael. Ooh, very deep electronic percussion. Like, I'm still partly deaf in one ear and I can still feel it go through there. Like, that is really deep. And yeah, that is definitely a lever action. And nice too that it's actually holding the lever properly as well. I've seen some games and art where they're just holding the handle and not having their fingers in the lever, which seems weird. Like, why would it do that? Partly different one here. Oh yeah, it's a blockage. It's just taking a few days to clear it out. Oh, that building up with the electronic in the background there. Oh, that's a very haunting voice. Though one-handing a shotgun is not very practical, at least in human terms, in Terran terms, probably completely fine. True, I don't know what the physical strength of a Sancta is compared to some of the other races, but given their physical strength, it wouldn't be too surprising. Also, again, given that guns aren't as powerful in Terra, it's possible that the recoil isn't as sharp. And with it being a single shot, it's probably less recoil and you can get back to original firing position as quickly as possible. Not that I would still recommend. I think you should still hold it with two hands, even if it is basically just a wand. But I imagine there's probably... because there is recoil with guns in the game, or at least you see it in the anime. You see the... the hands move up for Liskarm, for example, when she's shooting her pistol. So there has to be some kind of recoil with the guns. Oh, you finally watched the anime? Christmas, I watched the anime before I played the game. I watched the trailers, and then I watched the anime, and then was the first gameplay stream. So yeah, I watched because right from the beginning I was comparing what happened in the anime versus what was happening in the cutscenes. 4 minutes left of the new event. Ooh, interesting. It's a shame I won't be able to hop on for it because I just don't have it installed and it's not going to install. I can't install while streaming either because it would take it would tank my upload speed. But oh well, we've still got a couple of songs left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. Okay. One of them is 5 minutes long. Oh, one's not a song, one's a PV, which is short. Okay. Mystic Eyes EP next. Don't know. I think this is called Before Summer.
Talking while we study, sipping on a drink. Everything is jumbled.
I was about to say got summer vibes, but then of course it's called Before Summer. Oh god, that is adorable.
You text me and swiping through some posts, dreaming of a date night and organizing notes, focusing to see the other side.
It kind of has like school vibes as well. Oh. That is one bored looking cat. Oh god, of course. Oh, this is a really nice song. Right, so I'm assuming ex-wife is trying to teach these two something. Was Monsters in the Mood? Yeah, that was me during any sort of studying. And being ignored, yeah. Yeah, Amia's clearly daydreaming. Rosemontis is clearly daydreaming. Calcit is the only one paying attention to any of the whatever it is they're doing. Which kind of looks like biology because of the leaf. Reminds you our CEO is still a 14-year-old child who haven't even finished general studies. Yeah, that is true. I like the details that Rosemontis is reading the picture book. Yeah. This song does remind me of another song, but I can't think of what it is. Especially that bit of the chorus, this bit. There's a... Oh, what is it? Oh, what is that song? That's going to annoy me now as well. Also, people keep saying the doctor's in the background in a phone call, but I cannot see it. Somebody said it was Even the Nights Are Better from Air Supply. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, there's been quite a lot of songs recently that sound like stuff I've heard on the radio. Oh, that was a really nice song. That was a really nice chill vibe as well. And just, you can imagine them actually playing it as well while they're doing stuff. But yeah, neither of them were paying any attention to any of this lesson. Smartphone next to... What's this thing? Oh! Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. So he wasn't physically there. Even the nights are better. I'm just going to write that somewhere so that I remember. And I'll let you guys know in the Discord afterwards. Obviously, I'm not going to play it on stream because that would be copyright. Anyway, next... Ooh, no more scrolling. The next one is a PV, and I do not actually know what this PV is. Okay, so Arknights XCASC. Oh, that's the Chinese space corporation, isn't it? The China's version of NASA, isn't it? The CASC. So this is the This is the other space-themed collab they're doing. Interesting. So let's see how this one goes then. Isn't a skin for this a spoiler for Chapter 8? Oh, God. Okay. No one say anything. Maybe there's a skin, maybe there isn't, maybe there's a couple of skins. It doesn't matter. No one say anything. If I don't realise it... Here's the thing. If I see it and I realise it, then it's not a spoiler because it means I've already seen it and I've already realised it. You know, like, if I can put 2 and 2 together, then it isn't much of a spoiler. If I'm happily unaware, then don't say anything. That's going to be my rule here, because there's a chance that I might put 2 and 2 together, but if that's the case, then that's just a good thing for me, actually. It makes me happy if I can put 2 and 2 together. So we'll see. How many space corporations have the Starfleet logo these days? Earth. Okay. Low Earth orbit. Well, that just made me think of waiting for the sky to change. What happened in 1970? That's in 2009. Oh, I love this music. I love space theme music. Hey! So it's Amia, so she's got another skin. Nice. Okay, I really like that skin, not gonna lie. It's like an astronaut themed outfit. Okay, so there wasn't much there, so no idea what the event is gonna be like then. Is it okay? Is this gonna be a reverse Isekai? Where because that was all Earth themed, like actual Earth, our Earth. So it kind of makes me wonder, like, if it's going to be the other way around, like, all the collabs so far have been them going into Terra. It would be funny if it turns out this time around it's Terra going to Earth. That would be an interesting, an interesting flip side. Because I don't think that's happened at all yet. I don't think anyone from Terra has gone somewhere yet. It's always been the other way around. But yeah, so it's... Oh, is it a login event? Oh, so it's not actually a story event? Oh, I see. Okay. Right, because when it said limited time event, I just assumed it meant as in like an actual story event. Because normally the collabs have been, but... Oh, okay, so it's like the... Was it WWF? Okay, interesting. Well, I suppose because the Destiny collab will be the main story event. I'm guessing, well, not main story, but as in the big event story. Anyway, interesting. So, but the next one now is before and after. So this is Lumen, Thorns, and Elysium. My favourite Iberian boys. Well, I suppose one is technically a... I was about to say Asgard. That's not Asgard. Igerian, but
When I was young,
Oh, that's a
old
deep
man
voice.
told me we were one of the greatest countries in history. Lighthouses were built in ways
Oh, I
our
love that type of
ancestors
voice.
never could have imagined. We had ports.
It actually sounds very
fleets
familiar.
in nearly every city. And we won a lot of wars. My dream was to be a sailor and explore the seas. But then that thing happened.
Oh, that is quite a sexy voice, not gonna lie.
It destroyed everything. Looking back now, I realize how beautiful my childhood was. But it's like an old mixtape that was destined to break. But you just can't stop thinking about what if. What if?
Golden Age returns.
So, That's my story.
It is very nostalgic.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is
yours?
Iberia pretty much, isn't it? Oh. Slammed? Don't know what that meant. Oh, they look so awesome. You know the narrator from Bastion? Oh, vaguely. Oh, they look so cute. Look at them. Does anyone have fan art of this after the fact? Shush that. No. Boy band from Spain. Honestly, this doesn't sound too dissimilar to some of the Spanish boy bands, but obviously more in English. The seagull, the fish, the urchin. Oh, they just look so awesome. Is Lumen wearing a slightly different outfit? Or is it just because I've never seen the side profile? Read get. Wow, nice. That was quick. Maybe just has the coat open, yeah. The smiley face as well. It looks really cute. It looks very squishy in this artwork. And the golden age will come. There it is. They look so cute. Ah, I can't. I'm reacting less to the song and more to them. I don't know. It is a really nice song though. I really like the more sort of soft poppy sort of song. Really nice voice as well. See, this is not a sad song at all. Oh, I am reading the lyrics. There is a little bit of nostalgic. There it is. It is definitely a slightly more hopeful song, at least in the lyrics. It's kind of like the boy band's take on Golden Age Will Return Again, the Stoltifera Cantus. It's like the same sort of song, different generation. Golden Age will come is looking to the future rather than Golden Age will return, as in looking back. Yeah, well, again, it's like different generation. Obviously, the older generation has a tendency to look back, and then the newer generation is constantly trying to progress forward. Second 10 pulls Suzerain. Ooh. Anyway, there's only 2 more left now, and then I'll let you guys go off to do your pulls without anything. But let's see then. So, some songs for Japan only have Happy 2. Oh yeah, there's one that's like almost like a anime outro song. That was very nice and chill vibe. Anyway, what's this one? This is a PV? Yes, PV. So, side story, Rest Among the Shadow of Trees. Which is an interesting one. I know literally nothing about this one. This is the first time I've seen any instance of this. I think, anyway. Sammy PV. Oh, is this what the anniversary thing was advertising? You know it's good when it starts with blood.
地に足をつけ彼方を望めれば
San
目に映るは
Sandala
大自然の
or
景色
Sandaya. I don't know if it's
私の矢が放たれた
Typhoon. Oh, that's what the EP is going to be
真っ黒
for.
に染まるまでの
A
意
6 star.
わずかに生まれるだろう
Oh, interesting. I don't recognize those enemies. But isn't Sammy where all like the demons are? This. So much this. All of this. Gimme this. I want this. I need that skin. I need that outfit. I mean, the other outfits look nice too, but this. Look at the thighs. This. Give me this. I knew you'd fall for the stainless skin, of course. Quite a lot of outfits coming for this, though. Okay, another... Oh, hillock again. Oh, modules, okay. Karma Coral Coast skin when... Oh, don't give me ideas. I don't think my wallet can handle it at the moment. Myrtle is now with a module. Oh, is she? Yeah, she is. Nice. Oh my god, she's going to be even more up. You can think of Sammy as kind of like the opposite of Columbia. The latter is focused on advanced technology, while the former is probably a more mystical place. Okay. Or the most mystical place in Terra. Okay, interesting. Alright, and last one for today. This will be the EP for this event. Or, well, rather for one of the characters, Typhoon. Or Typhon, rather. Typhoon, of course, coming from Typhon, I think. It's funny though, because so Typhon is a Greek deity or monster, and then the rest of this title is in some Scandinavian language. I'm not sure if it's at least it seems like a Scandinavian language, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone recognizes that language. But anyway. It did make me think of Swedish, but I'm not sure. Or it could be Nordic, I suppose. Or Norsk. Ooh. Oh, yeah, no, that is... Oh, that's, it's a type of herd calling thing. I forgot what it's called. Yeah. Oh, what's it called? It's... Oh, What is that called? Oh, this sounds like Adam. Yep, it is. Okay. Oh, that's gonna kill me now. What's it called? It's a specific kind of folk. It's a call. Like it's actually like you're calling your herd over or something. But I've forgotten what it's called. I need to look it up.
So whisper the names of your enemies.
Ooh, that's nice. Love the ethnic flavour of the song. Yeah. Culning, I think is what it was called. So it's a herding call, and you use it to herd cattle. But yeah, Kulning. And I think it's more Swedish, but I'm not sure. Oh, I love the voice again. I always love the voices. I don't know why I keep saying it. No, don't end. Okay, it's not. Okay. I thought it was fading to black. Ooh. Oh, this is names. I thought it said memes of your enemy. I was like, what? God, I really love the Nordic folk singing in the background as well. It's so cool. I've never actually heard it being used with more modern music as well. I've only ever heard it in, like, you know, in its normal state or in like a fantasy, but never like this. Oh, that was so good. That was a really good one. Oh, that was a really nice one. So I'm assuming she's a Sancta, but I have no idea what this tail and horns could be referring to. I'm surprised she can even keep her head up straight with those horns, though. Those look really heavy. Yeah, sarcasm, just not sure what kind. Because I don't recognize anyone with that tail. You should check IS4. Wait. Did I say Thankta? Why did I say Thankta? I did not mean to say Sancta. I meant to say not Cyclops. I meant to say Sarkaz. Oh, I suppose given that she's called Typhon, she could literally just be Typhon or whatever that monster is. But yeah, so there is a PV. Oh, so there is a PV. Okay, let me look up then. Arknights IS4 PV. Oh wait, no, isn't the IS4 PV the 4th anniversary, the Sammy contract? It's from River V. Okay, let me... Oh no, it's a gameplay PV. Okay. Oh, it's 23 minutes. Okay, maybe not. I won't. I probably won't. I probably won't watch this one. I'll probably save this for another stream. 23 minutes. That's a decent chunk of time, and it'll take me a lot of time to analyze it. So I'll probably watch that another time. Let me go back here. EN voices time. Oh yes. Is it okay for me to show these the voices? So I've got the one for Skadi, but is it okay for me to show this? Because I know it was leaked or data mined. Well, the patch is out. Oh, true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If it was literally for this patch, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine. Because I was gonna say I don't want to disrespect anyone by by posting something that isn't supposed to be released until a while. But yeah, if it was for this patch, then it's fine. Let me just... Okay, so make sure that's there. 13 minutes. That's fine. Because I don't need to analyze anything, so this can go quite
I
quickly.
advise you to keep at least 2 meters away from me, for your own good.
Ooh.
And of course, you shouldn't speak to me either. I don't want you to be the next victim.
What's this
of
skin? I
what's
like this
after
skin.
me. You've read my file. Terrible, isn't it?
That is exactly
If I'm
how I
allowed
imagined her
stay
to
by your
sound.
side, the same misfortune will befall you. And that's trouble for me, too. My long hair looks good? Oh. Well, thank you. Would you like to feel it? It should have a soft touch. I'm confident of that.
Okay.
Could that be... the one over there? You guys call her Spectre now, right? Why is she dressed as a nun? Amnesia? That's a problem. Doctor, you have to help her. She can't be allowed to forget her true function. You just don't know when to give up, do you?
Oh, I really like
I
this.
suppose I have no choice but to defend you with all my might. Down beneath the vast blue sea, below the white waves that lap endlessly at the earth, lies all that I once held dear. I fear that one day, misfortune will once again take away someone important from me. That is why I fled. I don't want anyone I care about to suffer on my account. Good. Another easy day. No giant tentacles coiling up my teammates. No
Ayo.
fanatics lurking in the shadows with their hands coated in blood.
Skadi
Yes.
trying so hard to be
Just some
hardcore and mean,
straight
but
fights
she's
on the
just a socially
battlefield.
awkward, cute dork.
An
Yes.
easy day for me.
Well, that was the vibes I got
According to
from
legend, My
Undertide.
people have fought against those calamities for eons. Perhaps we kept them from making landfall and terrorizing you city folk as well. So, how about buying me a drink? As a thank you. When you finally made the long journey through the dark, up to the water's surface. Your eyes dazzled by the sparkling stars all over the sky. Your cheeks soothed by the cradling waves. Your tears seep into your mouth. They have the same salty taste of your home. Compared to all that, the bathtub at Rhodes Island is so tiny and puny. I'll have to show you my home someday.
Yes,
Doctor,
please. I really do want to
you
see
fell
it
asleep.
here.
Rest well then. And may you never see your dream eroded by sea waves. I am Skadi, a bounty hunter.
Okay, so
Are
she
you
said
really
Skadi.
hiring me? I cannot say what calamities I may bring with me. So, this is how you fight. Rush in with a whoosh. Knock them down with a pow. And finish them with a thud. Very good. I'll keep it in mind.
Okay,
So
she,
this is the promotion you Rhodes Island folks are always
just
going on
imagine
about?
her and that
Not bad.
guy in
Feels like I've
Haikyuu,
become stronger.
who
just
also
by a
used to
bit,
do like the
maybe.
swoosh.
Your thirst for my power really troubles me. But if nothing can really stop you, then brace yourself. For the infinite darkness we will stand against together.
Hinata Shoyo, yes.
I am quite skilled at teamwork.
Just have the two of them talk
But-
about it.
You're placing everyone's life in my hands? It's hardly a sport when all the enemies are human. Compared to the calamities I fought against, you are barely a threat.
Ooh.
By your command, I'm used to fighting alone. Let's share a dance.
Ooh.
Better safe than sorry. Who knows what lurks within the kelp forest? This sword has a terrifying past. Care to find out? Sing me a song. My torturous nightmare.
Ooh, that
Don't
is
blink.
harsh.
For you may miss the misery of your death.
Ooh.
We survived somehow. The words and thoughts of our enemies mean nothing to me. All I care about is how to defeat them.
Now she goes hard
Feeling a
sometimes.
little rusty. Hope you won't mind having part of your share taken away. Such simple misfortunes are only the beginning. Put me in a room by myself, please. Oops, my hat. You should watch your distance. I really can't guarantee your safety this close. Arknights,
It's a bit
Never
awkward
let
considering
down
she
your
doesn't
guard,
have the hat in this
Doctor.
skin.
as I am now.
Oh, there it is.
Will my presence inconvenience you? Will I remind you of past miseries? I
Ooh.
long for being with you.
This is
When
the
time
creepy one.
comes, we will leave this place together.
Because isn't the corrupting
Okay.
heart
You thought we could not survive if away from the sea.
semi Seaborn-esque,
A myth
if
it
I remember
is.
correctly?
My kin and I will soon be able to swim through the air. In the end, even those places devoid of anything will be our ocean.
Skadi Alter
Simply
is
need
not
to
Skadi.
And we only need to adapt.
This is if she's to come
My
back and
former
out
friends
under ties.
tried to
Yeah.
grant me my eternal rest with
Also,
their hands.
this version of Skadi
They
sounds
refused
kind of
to
like
confront their true selves.
oh, what's the
But
hunter
do
thing
not
in
resent
League of
them.
Legends? The lamb and the
And I
wolf.
could not hurt them. Even if they rejected and attacked me so vehemently.
She kind of sounds like that.
Perhaps everything I did was bringing them harm.
Kindred, yeah, she kind of sounds like Kindred in this version.
My regrets died along with them. This box,
Okay, I need to look that up now.
my past lies within it. The fragments of my past. Fractured as they are, they still suffice to tell that I am not an empty puppet. That I am not a phantom. Gradually, I was
Different
reborn
person.
into what I am now. Bit by bit.
God, it is very
Doctor.
creepy.
Was a future like this also in your past vision? You may have nothing but hatred for me now,
Oof.
but I do not fear it. Hate me as your heart desires, while you are still able to. Your companions,
Creepy as fuck.
Kelpset and Namia, said that you are worthy of my trust until the very end. But one can never save the others. I failed to save my friends, and you failed to save yours. We both have lost everything. But I was granted a rebirth, and following that, a new future. This is just unfair to you.
I
Long ago,
am really
my
glad
family was murdered when I was still an acre.
that this isn't what happens
I
in the
always
end.
assumed the sea monsters did it. But I never expected to
Maybe
learn
look at
that it was all the
reads.
handiwork
Yeah, I
of the
will.
Acre.
I think I've got the
My bloodkin and my songs
Yeah,
are
read the
scary,
flame,
they all
Ian's voice,
say.
and her harmony.
But they are wrong. It is the people who are
Yet,
scared.
don't do that, terrible.
I did struggle.
Do not make me
I
worry
did
about that.
resist. But to what avail? When the tide rises, no traces of lesser life forms will remain undrowned. You are my very last friend. Will you also be like them? Rejecting the ocean for a futile end, even if it costs you everything?
In a
Do
way,
you wish to be what I used to be?
this version of her
Sick?
reminds me of
Or am I still
Amaya
dreaming?
a little bit.
I dreamt that the black sky was our
I
ocean.
spy my beautiful little guy.
When
A
the
leg
others
cat.
and I swam up, we did not feel ourselves sinking at all. Strange. So strange. Is this our future? Their faces
Is
are
Shamla
so
really
blurry.
here trying to drag us into the ocean? Yeah.
They... No.
Still on for the 8? Yes.
Dream. What kind of dream will you have?
40 pulls for resource. Oh, nice.
Where are you now?
Where are you?
Will you find it there? Just another dream? Doctor, I have been waiting for you. It's been so long.
Everyone back to
What?
trust free.
Worry thinking at all. Black, what, even if it...
Okay.
Sick? Or am I still dreaming? I dreamt that the black sky was our ocean. When the others and I swam up, we did not feel ourselves sinking at all. Strange. So strange.
Yeah, it did
Is
seem a
this
little bit.
our future? Their faces are so blurry. They...
See
No.
Quanta. No.
No! Dream. What kind of dream will you have? Where are you now? Will you find it there?
Oh, she does a really good job at
Just
this
another
creepy voice.
Dream? Doctor,
It's like
I have been waiting for you.
not there.
It's been so long.
It implies
Far
Spaceborne.
too long.
You know, oddly enough, the ending of
I have forgotten why I
Thortifera
am
with the
waiting
boss
for you
implied Spaceborne, which made me concerned.
But none of this is important anymore. It's not that important anymore.
Also, I like the reference,
These
Nitsu.
things. I have seen them too many times. Nobody needs things like these anymore. Formalities of the past. What good are they now? Nothing has survived. Except you and me. We will cast those aside.
Yeah, she does kind of make me
And
think
all
of
we
Kindred.
need is to be a step closer. Join me, Doctor. And be my bloodkin.
Yeah.
Nevermore shall my eroded sword cleave. Nevermore shall my former friends breathe. And nevermore shall I feel the warm blood flow inside me.
Guess Doctor's Wolf. Oh
Still.
god.
I am satisfied. I have become one with the ocean. Doctor, come with me.
This is not what I meant by
Her
continuing the
true
bloodline,
form is still
Skadi.
waiting for you beneath the waves. Fight
You should have read the
alongside
fine print,
others?
Zek.
Against whom? No more lives should be lost. What will it feel like when their arms penetrate this body? Treat me not as a calamity, for death is not my wish. What do you wish to do? I shall obey. No longer do I walk alone. My bloodkin are with me. Now, hearken to the song of the distant sea. Rest at ease. The tide also rises. The sky and the land, both a drought to relieve. May the song seep into your souls. With me, to our eternal home we will return. Fear not, my kin. The time is nigh. They will become our bloodkin. They no longer need to feel the suffering of aridity. Their prior existence was already too painful. Will you treat me the same way? Is this also the ending you designed for me?
Ooh.
If that is what you wished for,
Most depressing
I will not deny it.
complete
Why
result.
must you flee? This futile struggle will only bring about more senseless terror. Run, Doctor. Run away. From here. From me.
God, she's such a good voice actress.
Leave. Sooner or later, this place too will return to its primordial form. Why
Failure
am I
line
still wearing
is
this hat?
original Skadi probably telling
We
us to
failed
run.
to protect
Ooh,
everything.
I can see that, yeah.
The harmonious future is our only hope. Arknights. Doctor. Come.
Hey,
me.
no, okay. You didn't have to pause it that far. You didn't need to have that much of a pause between words. Anyway, so there is Reed, so I'll probably put this one on as well. Come cyberpunk. Anyway, so yeah, so Reed and Harmony. It's gonna take me a lot of energy to not say Hermione every time I see the name. But this will be the last thing I'll react to.
There's a lot more I can do for you now. More than secretarial work. I won't be opposed to fighting anymore.
Okay,
But still,
quite a posh.
to be here, writing for you is a great honor of mine.
Sounds East End-esque,
like to
but more
ask?
posh.
Maybe you want to know how much power Dublin has? No? Oh, just how I'm personally doing.
Actually, hang on. Isn't
I
she
still
in one
know
of the
more than Shadow.
Soulspawn games?
But not my sisters.
It sounds like one of them. Maybe
Dublin's flame is lit by so many
the
people,
wheelchair girl, maybe?
so many ideals.
The maiden. Oh, the
And
Elden Ring
shadow
one.
cast by that firelight. That is what I am now. It's getting dark. Around this hour, there'd be people walking leisurely along the grey pavements. Perhaps foul beasts gathering by the ponds.
Okay.
That is the Tara I remember. It's no special
This actually
thing,
makes it sound like an
but
Elden
neither has
Ring
it truly
lines.
existed before.
These sound like they could be in a Soulsborne
Doctor.
game.
I believe everyone should have a home to welcome them back. I can't make myself out to be a comrade of yours. There are some by your side that surely...
Now we have
hate
two
me.
Elden Ring voice actors in Arknights. Oh, who's the other one?
Once Dublin no longer needs these raging, burning flames, then I'll come back here. I want to come back here.
Weena. Oh,
In my
okay.
spare time. I still like prose and poetry, both reading and writing. And I like to hear others sing. I know a few folk songs. Very pretty ones. But no record has been made of them. Doctor, have you ever heard how the stems of reeds can be used as whistles? Yes. The reeds
Is
that would
Morgott.
burn away
Okay.
at the brush of
I
the
haven't
flame.
played
Once you've
it
caught
myself,
our empathy,
unfortunately.
Living can become very painful. Do I resent it? No. I just used to not understand. Life is so fragile. So much is ready to steal it away. Yet we were meant to withstand that. To resist each and every trouble. But now, I can see you fight not just to resist. You fight to give people back their lives.
Oopsie, thing went off.
Do not fear.
Also, why does the screen black out too
Such
much? I
humans
went into a
disregard.
different tab, that's why.
Be light. Be gentle. That is how you touch another. I remember learning this from you, Doctor. And it ensures my flames won't turn others to ash. Don't worry. I can bear the pain that accompanies. My fire won't die out.
Interesting.
Many prophecies say
The tail
similar
movement is
things.
rather hypnotic. Yeah, it is.
It is the Draco's nature to fight.
It's letting my inner
won't
cat
stand
come
for
out
that.
at the moment.
But if my sister stays blind to what will become of the land, once blanketed by the fires of death, then I will stop her. I know what kind of leader the people put their hopes in. And that's not what she is. My mind's not at peace, Doctor.
Okay. That was... It sounds so deeply gentle, yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to listen to all the lines because I did notice that it was starting to go into a little bit of spoiler territory. But also just... a bit short on time. And I kind of want to... I want to listen to the other one as well. I want to listen to Harmony, but I also want to see if Puzzle... Does Puzzle have the voice lines in video yet? Because if so, I'll probably react to that as well, just to finish it off. Because, you know, if I'm doing these ones, I might as well do that one as well.
If you didn't have the time to get to all these files, why didn't you come ask me
Oh.
for help?
I think there's a
would
puzzle
have
vid
been
somewhere.
more
Nice.
than glad. Don't worry. There wouldn't be anything in it for me if I left Rhodes Island at this point. You're free to get up to whatever it is you usually do. Never mind the fact I'm here.
Okay, I
And
mean,
as recompense for your
I'm
trust,
definitely going to be
I
calling
won't
her
give a
Hermione a
single
lot.
detail of your work.
Especially with that
Now,
accent.
Come on, chop chop. I'm deathly concerned for you. What with that door stopper of a document?
Take you in Discord.
Darling
Ooh.
Rita, I assume you're
Darling, what now?
curious if you bring it up.
Oh, Rita.
You know those certain few students who always leave their mark on you in your school years? I took quite a fancy to one of them. Such an excellent soldier
Oh,
she
there.
turned out to be.
Okay.
Still, we have the space to keep out of each other's ways here. And that suits my fancy just as well. Anything you'd like of me, Doctor of Rhodes Island? If it's in my power to deepen our bilateral trust, then I would be willing to stop gazing out at the window scenery.
Okay, so she's a
and
leader
focus
of
a little
something if
instead
she's
on
talking
whatever
about
is
it.
that's vexing you. Shame.
She's definitely a leader of something if she's talking about it as if it's like a trade agreement. She's gonna go Wingardium Leviosa at any moment now. It really does. Like that, like it's gonna be difficult not to call her Hermione because not only is the name very easy to misread, especially for someone like me with dyslexia, but also her voice and accent sounds almost exactly like her, you know, Hermione in like the first movie when she was younger. It almost has a similar sort of sound. Alright, so where does it say Arknights? Onboarding, it's normally towards the end. Add to the squad, begin operation, in battle, 4-star result, sub-result, operation failure, assigned facility, tap.
Nothing the
It's
matter,
normally after
Doctor.
tap.
Do tell. If you're free, we could always chat about your bookshelf. Arknights. Always chat about your bookshelf.
Arknights. What is? Why is that? That's like you've played the game for years. You've gotten to the end game. You're literally like waiting months in between content. You're just going on for the sake of it. Arknights it is, I guess. Like, like that was the most. Yeah, it's just another game. It's like Arknights. It's either that or it's like, you know, come on, you're in Rhode Island now, you got to say the title too. Like, do I have to? It's, oh, Arknights. Oh, I loved that so much. Okay, I think this is already there. Okay, this is the one that was shared with me. Koi Dao, let's see how he sounds in this. So I won't listen to all of it, but I'll listen to some of it. And oh boy, this guy already looks quite cute.
Sorting files, serving tea, and transcribing meetings? Of course, I'm at your disposal.
Okay, right off the bat. Oh. Oh. Oh dear, okay. Oh, I love that. Okay, really good voice, really good voice. Of course it is, it's Koi Dao, but it there was a slightly sinister tone in the voice. There was a slight sleaze to it. Not gonna lie. But yeah, it kind of sounded like, I suppose in a way, almost like Albedo if he was a villain. I suppose they're both quite sophisticated characters, but this one does sound a little bit more sinister. There's that slight hiss in the sound is the reason why.
Come to think of it, in my first mission, I also approached the target under the guise of a secretary. 1 week later, I'd hollowed them of all valuable intel and torn their influence down to rubble. If you don't trust me, you have permission to search my briefcase and ascertain whether any data inside is critical to Rhodes Island.
Oh yeah, he is
The Curio
007.
Collector's
He
Guide
is
to
something.
Antique appraisal. Learning material for skills required under certain guises. Nothing more. Certainly not a personal interest. Pardon me if you wanted specifics, but no comment. The Dublin feline, name of Harmony. Her
Oh.
plan had a lot of moving parts and almost went off without a hitch.
Not going to listen to the rest of that.
Is the battlefield the spy roams. It demands of us the proficiency to
I don't
cruise
want to know
through
what
it.
happens.
But I highly doubt anyone truly enjoys it. I rarely make decisions based on emotion.
It's such an
Why
old voice.
saving a completely unrelated civilian was out of fear. It's true.
He sounds so slimy, but he sounds so hot at the same time. It's so...
It didn't amount to a mistake, Doctor, and it won't impact anything. War only showed me some of its spiny thorns.
It's a bit of grit. Yeah,
I
it's
know
it's
it will crush every
it's
emotion
what
we
leans
feel,
into that sinister. He sounds so
every
posh and reformed,
concept we
but there's
hold.
that hint
Rose
of...
Island's doctors constantly limit my usage of Originium arts. Aside from ensuring my condition
Oh yeah, he's got
doesn't
a
worsen, they must
got a
be
bracelet.
concerned that I'll cause some sort of uncontrollable accident. You can put your worries to rest. I know my limits.
Also, he's got a artist's glove. He's got he's got a drawing tablet glove. That's all I can think of.
But nevertheless, thank you for caring. It was on a mission that an unanticipated explosion infected me with oropathy.
Oropathy.
That mission was still a success.
Oropathy.
Why didn't I
I don't think I've heard anyone. I don't think I've heard anyone pronounce it like that before. But it's supposed to be the pinky ring finger. True. Trust Ingrid. Oh, nice bit of art there.
take cover? Doctor, a variable
Doctor.
like that could impact the
Doctor.
entire operation. But we could also accept it and implement it as part of the plan. Thanks to...
Okay, I'll be listening to this the entire time if I'm not careful. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it here. Oh, honestly, yeah. I approve. I approve immensely. Oh, he sounds great. The great looking character, great voice. And yeah, I do not know what he's going to be like in this story, but man, he has that very sort of posh, put together voice, but he has such a sinister undertone. I don't know if that's deliberate, maybe it's just the audio quality, but it does, there is that slight sort of hiss or grit or growl in his voice every now and then, and it makes it seem like he's probably not someone you should trust. Like, it does have that slight snake sort of thing. But yeah, honestly, yeah. But I think I shall leave that here. I shall let y'all continue on with your banner pulls, and I need to install the game. I need to install the update so that I can actually play it. I will try to keep my Arundum, what little Arundum I have, which is probably none, because I did try the banner earlier today before it stops for the update, so I don't have Bagpipe, unfortunately. But yeah, I will save up my Arundum for the Saturday when we play it. Are you going to pull for Reed? Yes. Not going to do it now because I need to install the game, but I will do it on the Saturday before continuing on with... She's not limited, so no need to get her now. Right, okay. But yeah, so I'll pull for her anyway on the Saturday while the event banner and all that is still up, just because, you know, it makes for good content and all that. But for now, though, I think I'll leave it. I'll install the game and all that. What is tomorrow? Stream schedule. Oh, yes, of course. So tomorrow I will be streaming Library of Ruina, but I think I will have to stream it a bit earlier than I said I was going to, because as it turns out, a friend of mine is doing some performing in a local area, so I'll be going to see that. So I'll probably stream it earlier than I said I would. Kind of like today, I'll probably stream it at like around 5 or something, and then that'll give me enough time to go off. So, but yeah, so Library of Arena tomorrow, and I will be getting into Limbus afterwards, and I will be watching the trailers for that, as that did become the vote. A lot of people voted to react to the trailers first before playing Limbus, so I'll do that. That's later on. And yeah, then it's Arknights on Saturday and then Cyberpunk on Sunday. Also, next week, I'm thinking of playing Genshin from the very beginning. I'm thinking of making a new account on the EU server and playing the Archon quests all the way up to Chapter 4, or not Chapter 4, Update 4 when it comes out. So basically just sort of like preparing myself for the Fontaine, and I'll probably play Fontaine when I actually on my actual account. Depends. I just really want to revisit the story, so I might stream that. So it might be a thing that'd take a long while. Yeah, it probably will. It depends, because I know a lot of the side stories are now mostly gone. So it's mainly the Archon quests and the character quests linked to it. But yeah. I was able to get through the Archon quests very quickly when I streamed it on Twitch, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's one idea I have. So it's something that I might go back and forth. So I might play some of that, and then the week after that I might play some Cyberpunk and basically swap back and back. I'm back, my little prince. Hello, cat. I'm just about to finish up here, actually. But yeah, so those are some of the ideas. But until then, though, thank you guys so much for sticking around. And oh, actually, no, I keep forgetting to do this, so I'm going to do it. For those of you, check out Millisong's. Check out some Millisongs while you're at Library of Arena. Okay, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So for those of you who are new here or haven't joined yet, I do have a Discord which I've linked here now. it's pretty much where we always do stuff. It's where any information I'm going to give on what I do will be over there. There's a great community, especially within the Arknights area. There's a lot of chatting and talking and all that. And it's really nice. So anyone who isn't in yet or new to the channel, highly recommend. But yeah, that's all I need to do. So, but until next time, thank you all for sticking around and watching my shenanigans and me gushing at all of the pretty people in the music. But until next time, bye bye.